Devin Pike with the Dallas International Film Festival. Again, a phenomenal block of shorts programming both live action and animated here at the festival. And one of the reasons I love doing press for DIFF is that you get to see filmmakers whom you met at DIFF over the years bring new projects back and find new ways to challenge and excite us. Daniel Laabs is one of those filmmakers. Daniel, it's good to see you again. Thanks a lot for coming back to Dallas.
It's great to be here.
You know, we have to hook you back and just you can't stay in Austin forever, man.
I only spent a year in Austin. I came back. Yeah, I came back actually in part to shoot this film.
Well, talk a little bit about Easy. It's a great study between two brothers, one who's on the cusp of being an adult, one who's just getting ready to enter his teen years. Brennen Bliss is one of your leads. Brennen, thanks a lot for coming out, man.
No problem.
So talk a little bit about when Daniel handed you the script for this and you're looking at it saying, is this really a project I want to do, or did you fall in love with it immediately? Talk about your reaction to it the first time.
Well, that was a funny story. Before the casting and everything, I wasn't going to audition for it because it needs, the film called for gymnastics, someone that knows gymnastics. And I did gymnastics for about 7 years, but then I stopped for about 3 years and thought, no, I can't do this. But my mom submitted me for it.
Thanks, Mom.
Like she does, which I'm very thankful for because I'm really, really happy about all of this, and it's a great film. And after going and getting the script from Daniel, I thought, oh, well, this might actually work because if they wanted me to be in it, must have been something right that I did. Therefore, if I just do it the same way, then everything will be fine. And I really did love the script.
Did you know that Brennen was the right fit for you when you first met him?
Yeah, I mean, when he came in, he's a very high energy. He's a very happy person, and like he came in, and then we had a nice conversation, and then he started doing the scenes, and like immediately he had total control over his presence and the energy with his performance, and that's something that you look for dynamics when you're casting, you look for range, and for me, I like to look for actors who know what they're going to do, when they're going to do it in any given scene. And Brennen definitely comes prepared in that regard.
The reason I really enjoy your films is that you seem to have a really innate grasp of interpersonal relationships. The film you did with Julie Gould, 8, which appeared here in 2010, another phenomenal character study and documentary as well. But what specifically is it about the interpersonal relationship that you seem to have a grasp of that other writers don't seem to get a hold of?
With this one, with 8, that was a documentary hybrid. Real life mother and daughter are interacting throughout a kind of a freewheeling day. So you really just can film them, and anything they do is interesting, in my opinion. But with this one, one of the things we talked about when we were casting with all the actors was, do you have siblings? Do you have the kinds of relationships that we're dealing with in the film? And just so that way, when they had to interact, like they're interacting, like for the two brothers, both of the brothers knew exactly how to, Brennen and Travis, the other actor, knew exactly how to interact. We did a screen test at the Texas Theater about a month after casting, and they just looked like brothers. They interacted like brothers. I mean, I think they kind of look more like stepbrothers, but they still interacted like they had years and years of a relationship, which that's a huge... to me, it's just that's what we went for. We went for people who knew the parts.
Brennen, when you found out that there was going to be a red carpet tonight, did you have to talk to all your designers to figure out who you're going to be wearing on the carpet this evening?
Oh, absolutely, yes. So many people are involved in this. It's not even a joke. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm really excited. This is the first red carpet thing I've done, and I can't wait. It's going to be really cool.
One of the things that I enjoy about the festival, and Daniel can speak to this as well, the people who run it are all filmmakers to various degrees, writers, cinematographers, producers. So any film that makes it out of the edit suite and out onto any screen is a celebration of that. Daniel, when you submit to DIFF, are you sitting there saying, well, at least I don't have to deal with this, or like with other festival experiences? What do you look forward to when you come back to DIFF?
DIV is a really different festival. It doesn't really feel like a regional festival, even though it still has that kind of community that supports it. But what they do, and they've done this, since AFI, and you can attest to this, is they give every film a chance to have some publicity, which for short films, as years go on, short films disappear and people forget about them when they're not on the festival circuit. But when you make new work, people can then go back and look at those old interviews and see kind of where you were, and you kind of leave a breadcrumb trail with DIFF, And I haven't, but I should. I kind of am interested to go back and see what I said at all these different places in my life, because I'm sure my ideas about movies have changed quite a bit.
Have you had a chance to see any of the other shorts that are appearing in your blog?
Molly.
Yes.
Brennen and I is like one of our favorite shorts.
So good. It is great. So well made.
Craig Elrod's he's like a brilliant filmmaker just because he knows how to make like the classiest movie about the most hilarious thing you've ever seen.
And it's all in black and white, which is really cool. So it's like I feel like even though it's not in color, it makes the story more vibrant because there's more things that the viewer has to decide.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When I say classy, I mean black and white.
Does that make everything classy? Ask Alexander Payne.
Yeah, that's true. No, it reminded me a little bit of the way Nebraska worked, but like Craig's film is its own thing. It's really awesome. I love that film. What
do each of you have coming up next after you put Easy behind you?
There's a short film that I've been talking to Brennen about. It's called Hip Hop Dance Therapy. But I don't know when that'll happen. It could happen this year. It could happen 2 years. I'm sure we'd be interested to do it. And then I have a feature project. It's a small town detective thriller.
And Brennen, are you sit around waiting for him to call, or?
Well, of course. Well, that's gonna be a priority for sure. That sounds really cool. And then also just auditioning and hopefully callbacks and hopefully booking. But mostly auditions.
Just waiting for that next gig to come down the pipe.
Exactly.
It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Easy is a phenomenal short. Guys, thank you so much for spending time with us, and welcome back to DIFF, and welcome to DIFF.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Devin.
You can find out more about this film and all the rest of the films here at the festival at dallasfilm.org, or you can check them out. Daniel's Facebook is very, very sparse, so when he actually posts something, you'll know he's actually talking about something important. Guys, thank you so much for coming back in.
Thank you.